Welcome to this video series on consumer behavior by Pearson Education. Chapter 2, Consumer and Social Well-Being. Hey, let's get started. Learning objectives. 2.1, Ethical business is good business. 2.2, marketers have an obligation to provide safe and functional products as part of their business activities. 2.3, consumer behavior impacts directly on major public policy issues that confront our society. And 2.4, consumer behavior can be harmful to individuals and to society. Learning objective 2.1, ethical business is good business. It can be difficult to avoid ethical conflicts because our thoughts of what is right and wrong vary among people, organizations, and cultures. These cultural differences certainly influence whether business practices such as bribery are acceptable. Bribing foreigners to gain business has been against the law in the United States since 1977 under the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, to which most industrialized countries belong, also outlaws bribery. Yet, these practices are common in many countries. The failure rate for new products ranges from 40 to 80%. Although people may think that advertisers use magic to sell products, marketers are only successful when they promote good products. Consumer space is an environment where individuals dictate to companies the types of products they want and how, when, and where, or even if, they want to learn about those products. Marketing is commonly criticized as trying to convince consumers that they need something when they really don't. This is an ethical issue. Marketers respond to this question by pointing out that the need already exists in the consumer, but marketers recommend ways to satisfy the need. Yes, we could say that advertising and marketing are necessary because consumers may not know that solutions to problems exist without the information provided by advertising and marketing. This is the view of the economics of information perspective. It points out that there is an economic cost to searching for information. Advertising helps consumers by reducing search time. For reflection, advertisers are often blamed for promoting a materialistic society by making their products as desirable as possible. But do you agree with this? Do you agree with this? If yes, is materialism a bad thing? If no, what are your reasons? Learning objective 2.2. Marketers have an obligation to provide safe and functional products as part of their business activities. When brands fail to satisfy, consumers have three options: a voice response, a private response, and a third-party response. A voice response means complaining. A private response means sharing your dissatisfaction with friends. The third-party response may mean taking legal action or going through an organization known as the Better Business Bureau. Corrective advertising means that the company must inform consumers that previous messages were wrong or misleading. Culture jamming is a strategy to disrupt efforts by the corporate world to dominate our cultural landscape. This slide shows samples of federal legislation that's intended to enhance consumers' welfare. So we have acts that start in 1953 with the Flammable Fabrics Act, National Traffic and Safety Act, Automobile Information Disclosure Act, Fair Packaging and Labeling Act, Child Protection Act, Federal Cigarette Labeling and Advertising Act, Truth in Lending Act, National Environmental Policy Act, and Consumer Products Safety Act. This continues with Consumer Goods Pricing Act, the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Improvement Act, the Nutrition Labeling and Education Act, and the Internal Tax Freedom Act. Also, the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. Some of the U.S. regulatory agencies are listed on this slide. They include the Consumer Product Safety Commission, Environmental Protection Agency, Federal Communications Commission, Federal Trade Commission, Food and Drug Administration, and the Interstate Commerce Commission. Social marketing strategies use the techniques that marketers normally employ to sell beer or detergent to encourage positive behaviors such as increased literacy and to discourage negative activities like drunk driving. Cause marketing example: Tom's shoes 1 for 1. Transformative consumer research. TCR promotes research projects and include the goal of helping people or bringing about social change. Social marketing strategies use marketing strategies to encourage positive behaviors such as increased literacy and to discourage negative activities like drunk driving. Here's some top cause marketers. See if you recognize any from this list. YoPlay, Box Tops for Education, Susan G. Komen, Kellogg's, General Mills, Campbell's, Procter & Gamble or P&G, Girl Scouts, Red, and Dawn. For reflection, do you purchase a certain product because of their cause? And if so, why? Do you think organizations support a cause for profits or because they want to be active in their community? Learning Objective 2.3. Consumer behavior impacts directly on major public policy issues that confront our society. Data breaches at major companies such as Target, Sony, and Home Depot continue to worry many people. The federal government is actively engaged with this problem, and a variety of legislative proposals are being considered, including the Personal Data Notification and Protection Act of 2015 that would strengthen the obligations companies have to notify customers when their personal information has been exposed, and also the Student Digital Privacy and Parental Rights Act of 2015 that prevents companies from selling K-12 students' online data to third parties or otherwise sharing information unless it is for a school-related purchase. Real-time bidding, an electronic trading system that sells ad space on the web pages people click on at the moment they visit them. Today we increasingly fall prey to high-tech phishing scams in which people receive fraudulent emails that ask them to supply account information, as well as botnets, which is a set of computers that are penetrated by malicious software known as malware that allows an external agent to control their actions, that hijack millions of computers without any trace. Locational privacy is related to consumers that have GPS on their cell phones. Market access relates to the ability to find and purchase goods and services. Disabled people are the largest minority market in the United States. 1 in 5 U.S. adults lives with a disability that interferes with their daily life. Food desert is a census tract where 33% of the population, or 500 people, whichever is less, live more than a mile from a grocery store in an urban area or more than 10 miles away in a rural area. Media literacy refers to a consumer's ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and communicate information in a variety of forms, including print and non-print messages. Functionally illiterate describes a person whose reading skills are not adequate to carry out everyday tasks, such as reading the newspaper or the instructions on a pill bottle. Sustainability and environmental stewardship. A triple bottom line orientation refers to business strategies that strive to maximize return in 3 ways: financial, social, and environmental. Sustainability and environmental stewardship includes conscientious consumerism that relates to when a consumer's focus on personal health is merging with a growing interest in global health. Green marketing describes a strategy that involves the development and promotion of environmentally friendly products and stressing this attribute when the manufacturer communicates with customers. Greenwashing occurs when companies make false or exaggerated claims about how environmentally friendly their products are. LOHAS market sectors. For personal health, $117 billion. For green building, $100 billion. Personal health also has natural organic products, nutritional products, integrative health care, dietary supplements, and mind, body, spirit products. Green building includes home certification, Energy Star appliances, sustainable flooring, renewable energy systems, and wood alternatives. Ecotourism, spending $42 billion. Natural lifestyles, spending $10 billion. Ecotourism includes travel for tourism and travel for adventure. Natural lifestyles includes indoor and outdoor furnishings, organic cleaning supplies, compact fluorescent lights, social change philanthropy, and apparel. LOHAS is an acronym for Lifestyles of Health and Sustainability. This label refers to people who worry about the environment, want products to be produced in a sustainable way, and spend money to advance what they see as their personal development and potential. As we continue with different sectors, there's alternative transportation, spending $20 billion, and alternative energy, spending $1 billion. Alternative transportation includes hybrid vehicles, biodiesel fuel, and car sharing programs. Alternative energy includes renewable energy credits and green pricing. For reflection, would you prefer to purchase from a restaurant that composts? What are some sustainable methods used in your workplace? Learning Objective 2.4. Consumer behavior can be harmful to individuals and to society. Consumer terrorism. Consumers may suffer from attacks from others. Cyber terrorism. The politically motivated use of computers and information technology to cause a severe disruption or widespread fear in society. Guerrilla marketing is an innovative, unconventional, and low-cost marketing technique aimed at obtaining maximum exposure for a product. Addictive consumption may become addictive to products. Social media consumption is compared to chemical dependency. Cyberbullying refers to the willful and repeated harm inflicted through the use of computers, cell phones, and other electronic devices. Phantom vibration syndrome describes the tendency to habitually reach for your cell phone because you feel it vibrating, even if it's off, or you are not even wearing it at the time. And compulsive consumption refers to repetitive and often excessive shopping performed as an antidote to tension, anxiety, depression, or boredom. Consumed consumers may even become products themselves. Consumed consumers are people who are used or exploited, willingly or not, for commercial gain in the marketplace. Examples would be prostitutes, selling babies, blood, organ and hair donors, surrogate mothers being paid to carry other people's children, and similar situations. Shrinkage is the industry term for inventory and cash losses from shoplifting and employee theft. Serial wardrobers buy an outfit, wear it once, and return it. Customers who change price tags on items then return one item for the higher amount, and shoppers who use fake or old receipts when they return a product. Counterfeiting is when companies or individuals sell fake versions of real products to customers. Anti-consumption relates to events in which people deliberately deface or mutilate products and services. For reflection, do you know someone who is addicted to social media? If so, in what way? If you work in retail, have you experienced consumers habitually returning items? For review, ethical business is good business. Marketers have an obligation to provide safe and functional products as part of their business activities. Consumer behavior impacts directly on major public policy issues that confront our society. Consumer behavior can be harmful to individuals and to society. Thanks for watching. Please check out the other videos in this consumer behavior video series. Hey, thanks again.